The Marcus Evan model, I think, is very efficient. It's a one-time upfront cost. It's not an ongoing fee. Many times a marketing firm will come to you and you'll have to pay for the assets that you've raised. This is a one-time cost. I think a much better way to do it.
We're able to justify the expense for the Marcus Evans model, primarily just of how efficient it is and the quality of the meetings and the relationships we were able to form. Just having one of these relationships or several, can easily justify the price tag for being here.
You got to swallow hard maybe to write the check, but it's an investment. And if you just hit one or two relationships out of the 20 meetings that you have in any given event, it's going to pay for itself, in multiples that make it irrelevant. So it really hasn't been much of a chore. It's something that I view as it's going to be a positive. It's going to work out. Let's get going. Well, my experience has been that there's only so much you can do with a phone call or video, and face-to-face interaction is really a powerful way of making a connection, building a relationship, finding out if people are genuine, serious, and so being able to come to a live event again, being able to meet with people who have needs that you can address and fulfill is just really a rewarding experience. It's been phenomenal.
During the pandemic, not being able to be in person with prospective investors, was a challenge. There's other digital platforms out there, but nothing really replaces having face-to-face conversations, with individuals that are, seeking out the investment services that we provide. So being able to get in touch with individuals face-to-face has been incredibly valuable.
I think during the pandemic, Zoom meetings started out very effectively, but after about 6 to 8 months went by, I think a lot of us all had Zoom fatigue, where when you saw a Zoom meeting pop up on your calendar, you didn't even really feel like attending it. So getting back together with people face-to-face reminds you just how effective a face-to-face meeting is when you're first meeting people. Zoom is fine for a follow-up review, but that first meeting, face-to-face, very important.
As investors and managers come along, there's this level of trust that it cannot be earned via Zoom call or a telephone. So that in-person interaction for me and the family office I advise on, it's crucial to make a decision and pull the trigger on the investment.
Oh my God, this is the best, I would say. Finally, no more Zoom. I was with a complete Zoom fatigue, so this is absolutely the best to be able to do a handshake, at least a hug, and be able to talk in person, definitely.
Yeah, I think the most valuable efficiency is the ability to meet with investors rapidly, to get that first meeting quickly, to come to agreement on what might be a follow-on investment opportunity.
The advantage of having the pre-arranged meetings as opposed to trying just to bump into somebody that is kind of a part of your objectives has been incredibly valuable. It's a much more efficient process to be connected with the allocators that are actually interested in the services and kind of the investment products that we provide. It's been a pretty incredible experience from that standpoint.
The summit event is very efficient in meeting with multiple people in a 3-day period. Many times you travel for a day or two and have 3 or 4 meetings, and this is a great way to meet with 12 different possible investors in a very short period of time.
Marcus Evans staff makes you feel home, so that personal touch that I haven't found in other providers, that would make them apart, and the quality of the people that comes to these kind of events, that would set them apart, in my opinion.